Yeah, what's up? It's Monday. No, it's Tuesday actually. Fuck's sakes. So anyway, guess what? It's back. It is back. It's back. The ECU finally for the rx8. So yeah, we're gonna plug it in. Make sure everything's sweet. Now, talking to the person who done this, it's the first time he's ever done an auto. I said, look, everything should be sweet. He's like following my instructions. I was like, just do what you normally do with a manual. So yeah, we're just going to see if this all works, and then if there is any complications, I think we're just going to send it back with a video saying what it's doing. If not, we'll probably just run it on a dyno, but you don't really need to run them on the dyno. That's just a super fine tune, the finest. But anyway, they run what you're doing with the flashing and all that shit. Yeah, so we're getting closer with this, as you can see. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to get back into this. I just need to get really into that this quarter, spray a little bit more blue down here, and then yeah, we'll see what happens with the rest. I've already done a sneak peek what's happening, but yeah, that boot looks good now. That looks good. The oxidizationing is happening slowly, which is good. I have a I have to turn my beanie around. We'll have a release what's happening to something with the K. Anyway, we'll talk about that once we've sorted. We have pretty much sorted it out. I'm just trying to meet up with the other people to have a conversation with them, and then I can finish what I'm doing with the other people, and then yeah, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we're going to start the rx8 up, make sure it's all good. Then I'm going to tell you what happened with the ECU originally. No, what was going to happen. But thanks to Mad Sev Marsh and meeting this person, how it all nearly been up a really, nearly ended up being a really fucking expensive procedure when it actually, yeah. Anyway, let's put the ECU in. So yeah, I unwrapped it anyway. It's back. Nothing exciting. It's just the same old one. I was actually trying to find the other one, but I realised that we gave that away. Because I needed to move it in the weekend. But yeah, I'm not going to film you putting it in. It's fucking boring. So yeah, it's all the auto stuff. I don't know. Auto and steering and all that stuff. Oh, steering's down there, but I don't know. Anyway, while I'm here, I do need to find where this other plug goes. That's yeah, there's another plug that I think I did not plug into somewhere, which I think needs to go in somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, should be fine. Okay, so it's all done. Start it. The other day we didn't have issues with this. This was like fucking starting and you couldn't turn any of this shit off. But it's that. Apparently it's a stereo. There's a panel you can remove, and then yeah. But so if your dash is going all Bobby Digi, it's actually the stereo mounts touching the body and earthing out and causing heaps of bullshit. So I should just pull the fucking. See, now it's off, which is good. Done. Just gonna let it warm up, and then yeah, it's all pressure, temp, fuck all gas as usual. We've used a lot of gas in starting it, so. But yeah, just let it warm up and then see the idle is sweet, and then we've actually got to jack it up because yeah, I think one of the plugs for the auto has come undone because yeah, I actually did the cat out. So actually roping the cats out doesn't actually make any difference to the noise, just makes it flow a little better. So I think in our next thing we might end up pulling the back exhaust off making another one that bolts on to a single, and then we can swap them around. But yeah, this is what I mean, Bobby Digital. So yeah, that's because the stereo is actually the mounts, the screws that the mounts behind the stereo have come worn. I don't know how, they don't do anything, but they do, and they end up earthing out, and that's what causes that if you have any of that issue. You know, you can pull this panel out and it kind of stops, but yeah, you really need to pull the whole. Basically, if you've got the stereo head unit, get rid of it, which most of you already know anyway, so yeah. Sounds sweet so far, just gotta let it warm up. So yeah, pretty much I think I'm gonna unbolt that flange, get rid of that fucking big dumpy that's got a cross dumpy flow. Let's go to a single. So I might actually unbolt that and just see how it sounds a bit off today. See if it's fucking barking. It sounds stealth. But it's idling, it's pulsing, like the man. So, let's discuss what happened with the ECU. So originally, we were going to send the ECU to fucking P.P.R.E. Now I really don't deal with them because, okay, yeah, they have their customers who are loyal, I fucking understand, but it's funny when, even when our car gets tuned, I have seen cars from P.P.R.E. that have been retuned by our tuner, who's just like, I don't know what's going on here. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the ECU. So, cause at the time, me and Marsh didn't really know who could reflash them and stuff like that. So, okay, just bear with me. So what I did was hunted around. Everyone was like, no, we don't do it. We don't have the program, rah rah. So it's still a learning curve. Get a hold of P.P.R.E. Yep, we do them. Sweet. Okay, do I just send you the ECU? Yeah, you can just send us the ECU. It's fine. We'll flash it. We'll do all the stuff to it. Okay, cool. Fuck, sweet. What's the bill? Funny thing was that at first the bill was reasonable. Okay, it was about, I don't know, $380 something plus GST. So let's just say maybe around $520, $550 including GST. Okay, let's say that. Now I was like, okay, sweet. So we're still trying to fucking find out. Alright, sweet. We'll get our money together. Now, in between this stage of sorting it out, Marsh had gone to I don't know, he went somewhere. Maybe it was our reunion, etc. And some dude came up to him, some guy called Brent something, I forgot it, but I'll drop it again later. He met him and he was like, oh, you got a hard on for RX8s, and old Marsh was like, yeah man, I love RX8s, fucking, they do me good, I love them. So dude was like, oh yeah, well I tune them and stuff. So Marsh was like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm building one, I've built two. So he was building the red one, you probably seen on his channel, and he was doing Andy's one. Dude was like, yeah man, bring it to me and I'll tune it for you. Okay, so in between this, I'm still talking to Marsh, someone else I'm not going to say, and P.P.R.E. Anyway, it was about a week ago, whatever, I said, sweet, I rung P.P.R.E. and said, hey man, I'm going to send you this ECU. Was the bill this? Funny enough, he was like, oh nah, it's this much. And I was like, nah bro, I've actually written it down, you said it was this much. And then he was like saying, nah, and oh, you're probably talking to someone else. No, I'm not going to name drop, but I know who I was talking to. Okay, so that's sweet. I said, well look, you said it was going to be this much, can we do it for this much? He said there was a whole lot of typing going on in the background, punching numbers. okay, yeah, we'll do it for 550. I said, okay, fuck, sweet, let's do it for 550. Let's just fucking smash this out. Let's get it done. Oh, by the way, can you do the cat? Delete the cat. Oh, that's an extra. It was a fucking like an extra $160 to delete the cat. Which I was like, what? You're fucking in there anyway. So I turned and said, nah, fuck that. We'll just leave the cat there. You know, just put up with the fucking. Because apparently, from the other people's shops I spoke to at Marsh and a few other people, they said, oh, all it comes up is a decel, just flash, and it actually doesn't change much. And I think it's always had that problem anyway. So anyway, okay, fuck me hard, call me Ginger. Sweet, I'll send it to you fucking whenever. Anyway, so now by this stage, I told Marsh, go, hey look, I'm gonna fucking send it there, and he goes, oh hang on, I'm finally taking this red rx8 to this dude. So, okay, oh sweet, I'll just hold off a little bit longer. He spoke to him, then Marsh rung when he was there and was like, bro, you wouldn't believe, but the bro does the ECUs for P.P.R.E. Okay? Fuck's sakes. So P.P.R.E. don't even do them. No. They just put a fucking massive markup, send it to this dude. They tell you they do them because they told me no. Because the funny thing is that although I said to him, hey, can I just come over and I'll fucking drop it off and wait for you to do it, and then I'll just go home with it again. They're like, no, oh, nah, it takes about 3 days, whatever, 3 or 4 days, you know, right, okay, sweet, you know, fuck it, yeah, blah, blah. But then I fucking, Marsh, continued what I was babbling on about, so we did some alterations on the rx8 and you'll hear it soon. But anyway, then the bro Marsh is like, hey, yo, this fella here, apparently he does all the ECUs for P.P.R.E. for bridgeports for rx8. So what the fuck? Alright. So anyway, he the bro Marsh, he did his thing with the red rx8, everything, you know, sweet, he's supposed to his channel. And everything, he made up a group page talking to Brett or Brent, whatever his damn name is. Sorry, bro. Yeah, then he told me when I was saying to him, yeah, we're going to send it to P.P.R.E. He's like, oh, what do you mean? I sent it to them. I was like, yeah, well, they told me they do it. They literally said, yeah, we do the programming, the flashing and that. And he's like, no, dude, I do it. The other kicker is that, yeah, I probably said this before, but yeah, the P.P.R.E. were going to charge me another $160 to turn the fucking the cat, de-flash the cat. But anyway, and then sent it to the bro, all because, you know, Marsh sorted it out. The man, the other fella, I think he's up in Hamilton. $350 it cost us, and he did everything. He was going to also alter the OMP pump. He was going to increase the flow, but we told him strictly, no, please don't do that, because we actually put a different type of oil in there, which is showing us, it's given us way more oil pressure as well, and we don't want that oil really pushed as much as we can into the engine. We want it can trickle in there, but we don't want it doing what it's doing. But yeah, he did so much, I can't remember. Changed the fans for the cooling to come on earlier. I think he done the timing, whatever, for the Bridgeport. He done the idle, and done a couple of other things. You got rid of the cat, so that's all gone because yeah, I decatted it, and yeah, so he done all that. Plugged in and heard it idling before. So what we're going to do now, so after all that mission, now, yeah, you need, the man you want to get a hold of is this fella, Brett, I forgot his name, but yeah, anyway, so he done the Curran Brothers Lockheed's rx8, you've probably seen and heard that thing, so he's done that. He does prefer you to take your car there, so he can, I think he just road tunes them in that. But so far, yeah, we've it revs, it fucking drives, so we'll take it for a drive. We just had one plug that's been popping off the transmission, so I've just had to jack it up, try and get this plug back on. It's right at the top because it's an auto. I think it's the speed, where it reads the speed and changes the gear at certain revs or whatever. But I think what it also is that there's a lever there and it's going past it and dragging it off. It doesn't actually have a clip on that plug. So yeah, I've just put some stuff on it, Sikaflex. Just going to try and let it set, so leave it for 24 hours. Hopefully it'll be all molded in there, be fine. But we have removed, since you just heard it idling before, Annie was like, that sounds dumb as fuck. So we've removed the rear mufflers, the aftermarket, but yeah, it sounds way better now. So we're going to completely pull them off and we've got a single, another old school muffler setup that we had here, lying here. I'm just going to have a side dump out the side. But anyway, we're going to start it up again. You can hear it. It sounds, it's way better in person than it is fucking on camera. But yeah, the RX8's done. It's fine. I mean, as I said, if we want to, we can go put it on our dyno of our man. He can just fine tune it in there. But it's fuck all gains really. And yeah, the RX8's done. So now I'm going to finish this RX4 coupe. I think I'm going to spend another maybe 2 weeks on it. That is going to be my aim. Get this done. Then we're going to get the RX8 in here and we're going to strip it down, repaint it a whole new colour, new paint scheme, blast these fucking wheels because all the shadow chrome is just peeling off like terrible. And yeah, and I think I'm going to, within the next week I'm going to finish this helmet. I'll finish that, drop it off, we'll sort the KE out for the tune. But yeah, stay tuned for some news coming about the KE. Also, I'll probably drop it this week or something. Again, we'll give you the rundown and see what's happened with that. But hey, gee, the rest of the video, the RX8 fucking does 4 ports fucking pulse. Do renises pulse? They sure do. A lot of them are done. Anyway, check it out. Okay, one more thing before do a walk around the RX8. So big shout out to fucking Marsh, Mad CF, like my man. He built a really good motor. It's a good motor, strong. Probably need to run it for a little bit longer, see what happens, bro. But yeah, everything from like him and me just showing him videos of like pulling those fucking rings out, and people like, it won't run without those rings, and all their fucking carry on. Yeah, and me and him discussing about 4 ports and 6 ports, and then finding out the difference of the 6 ports. Yeah, so the trick of a 6 port, you don't port the 2 ports, you do this. It's one of them, the primary, secondary one. It might be the secondary that you only port, you don't port them both. Yeah, the overlap, just when it comes around, it just reads them at the same time, so it just sounds like a stage. And Brett Harper is the dude's name. Brett Harper from Hamilton. So he's your man if you want your fucking RX8s tuned, need the ECUs flashed or whatever. $350. And fuck, it's the key. P.P.R.E. You're fucking out of it, dudes. Out of it, dudes. To be saying that, they do it. And people be like, oh, you just make... No. Literally on the phone said they do it, and then ring up the second time and try and give me a different price again. It's fucking madness. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, come on, man. You guys need to seriously be supporting the scene, not trying to rip us all off. And I understand if you're going to be the middleman, hey, maybe make $50 like out of it. You're not fucking really doing anything. If you added $65, $75 to it, which to be honest, I would probably do. I'll probably add $65 to it, including the courier, because I'd have to courier this to them and then courier it back. to the other person. But yeah, making like a couple of hundred and adding $160 for another code to be deleted is fucking crazy. Like, that's out the gate. But anyway, it is what it is. It's done. Bret Harper's the freaking man. Yeah, and as I said, he does prefer if you take your rx8 there. So the man you want to go to. And also, yeah, Marsh again, my man. So anyway, gonna fire it up, see how it sounds now without the red mufflers on it. So we've ripped them off, and we've got another muffler. So we're gonna go into one, and it's the cat's removed. It's got a resi after the cat, so it's all hollowed, and that's done. It's just straight out the back. But yeah, still walk around. Honestly, it sounds way better in person than it is on film. So maybe if you're watching this, you want to crank it on your surround sounds. It sounds a little bit better. But hey, fucking love or hate the fucking RX8s. When they start sounding like this, it kind of makes you like them again. But they fucking suck shit. They suck to work on. So anyway, here you go, everyone. Because Marsh, he loves RX8s. This one's for you, my bro. Check it out. So anyway, see if I can start singing now. It doesn't sound fucking like it did before. It's funny, we used to have it way slammed in that, like way lower. But yeah, we just had to do the auto plug and come off, but it sounds so much better with those fucking mufflers taken off. But yep, that's it. We'll leave it at that. So we've got another muffler over there that we're going to probably single into this out to one side, and then we'll be done with it. And then yeah, let's go do the re-brakes. Then we'll sand it down, put some fresh fuel in it because the fuel is old. It sounds so much better. Boom! So too much Marsh and Bret. Fucking hell. Love to hate the fucking RX8s, but they need to be bridged. And it's auto. So massive. Peace out, everyone.